call this place a working museum because there's a lot of motorcycles here that we're still working on. I probably own 25 Indians. The oldest one is in 1902. The newest one is in 1953. I've had that Indian chief since late '67. When you mess with Indians as long on a day-to-day basis, you start seeing the beauty of them. There's a certain panache about an Indian that Harleys don't have. Their simplicity, their styling. The eye goes from one end to the other and it's unbroken lines. The smoothness of a beautiful woman lasts forever. They're just a great motorcycle. There's a lot of buddies of mine that have had Harleys that they've hung around us long enough to where they start thinking about getting an old bike. So they buy an Indian and they suddenly become an Indian rider that owns a Harley, not a Harley rider that owns an Indian. You don't see too many Harley riders that own Indians. You see a whole lot more Indian riders that own Harleys. I've been riding probably 40 years, 45 years. Motorcycle riding is not gender-based. It's a feeling of freedom, openness, somewhat carefree. When you're on the motorcycle, there's just nothing else really matters. The charity ride that Indian is talking about sponsoring for the vets is anything we can do for the veterans is always a good thing. They've laid their lives on the line for us, and I feel that anything that we can do as civilians to help them, honor them, support them is a good thing. I would love to see Indian be the major sponsor of the Sturgis Motorcycle Rally. It's steeped in history. It was started by an Indian dealer there in South Dakota. It's only right and fitting that Indian take its proper place in the history of that rally. Let's see about getting to Sturgis on the 75th and riding our bikes there. That'd be the best thing in the world.